What up, Fluff Butts? Foxy here with a special guest, Kori.
Hello, everybody.
We're here to talk to you today about a very requested topic, fursuiting.
Yeah.
I know, right? I wouldn't have thought so either. But we're talking about fursuiting. And we're talking about what it was like to start fursuiting, some tips and tricks for people who are new to the fandom and are looking at getting a fursuit, and any other things that might come up in this conversation. So, this is pretty big for me because when I first started fursuiting, I met Kori and I loved his suit.
Yeah. Oh.
I know, he probably knows this already, but I'm not sure, but even if he doesn't. So Kori was a bit of a role model for me when I first started fursuiting, so it's a big thing for me to have you sitting here next to me talking about this. So yeah, I love it. So hopefully we can share some good stuff back to you guys. Kori, you've been fursuiting for how long?
Let's see. For about maybe, let's say, what's it, 2-3 years now? Yeah.
I think it'd be more than that.
3 years. I'll say 3 years.
How old are you? For the audience.
No! that's a trade secret.
Kori's a 3-year-old collie.
Yes.
He's younger than me,
Yes.
but I'm a younger fursuit. What made you want to get your first fursuit?
I think it was just more like the exposure to other fursuiters at the time, like when you go to your first fur meet and you get to see that your first fursuit, like really quite decent ones, and you just think of it as like, wow, that's like a really amazing fursuit, and you just want to experience that sort of thing. So you just go into that mindset of like, I really want to try fursuiting.
Did any particular suitors stand out as your role models?
Well, there's always a few, but like I think the first one I became quite interested in, like that I thought was a really amazing fursuit was Kitsune.
Oh, Kitsune, yeah.
Yeah, cause
there's a photo of Kitsune on your screen right now.
Yeah.
That's Kid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Kid's a great fursuiter. We know him personally as well, which is fantastic. It's a good community here in Southeast Queensland. Your first time fursuiting,
Yeah.
what's the best thing that happened and the worst thing that happened?
Best thing was obviously prancing about and being a collie.
To me, that'd be the worst thing.
Just because you're a fox and I'm a collie, it makes
Damn
a big difference
right.
here.
If you like foxes, like this video.
If you like collies, don't like.
oh no.
The only disadvantage was like the overheating side of things, and just the limited vision, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But generally, there wasn't really much downside to it at the time. It was all very much like,
And you get used to it.
oh yeah, you get used to it after a while.
Like my first experience was very weird because my original fursuit had like plastic coverings in the eyes, and you get very hot in these things, so they fogged up and I couldn't see at all.
By the way, you wear glasses and I don't.
I
That's the
do wear
difference.
glasses underneath this suit, which they do fog up as well, and again I can't see, but at least no one else can affect it by that. When I had plastic on the outside, people could see that my eyes were just haze because it was just fog. You do get very, very, very hot in fursuit. The biggest tip we can give for the first time fursuiters, have someone with you trust. That's what we call a handler. They can help you by carrying water. They can keep an eye out for you. If you, like before you suit up, give them a few hand signals saying.
More like fanning to know that you need to like cool down, need a drink of water, that sort of stuff.
So a handler can see that and go, okay.
Yeah.
He's obviously, they are overwhelmed by what's going on around them. They can talk to the public a bit easier than you can. They can go, sorry guys, give us a minute here, give them a bit of air, they got to cool down a bit. They can explain that, they can pull you to the side, around a corner so you can pop your head off without breaking the magic, get some water into you and then see how you feel. Give yourself a few minutes. Do not push yourself in fursuit. No. It's not worth it. Because if you pass out and fall down, people might think you're just playing.
Yep.
It has happened. Yeah. We wrestle a lot, don't we?
Yes, we do.
So if you pass out, people might think you're just having fun or playing around with it, especially if you're around kids and whatnot. They don't know you're in trouble. Nope. So have a handler who knows, and if they see you acting a little bit differently than what you normally do, they can know and be right on there and to help you out. That's the biggest thing, is just being safe in fursuit. If you go out in public areas where there's a lot of people, it can be very overwhelming. Like you might just want to run around and be yourself, but you will get approached by people, and more often than not, like parents will often leave their kids with you for 5-10 minutes or even longer. The best thing you do is, if you feel like you're being overwhelmed and surrounded by a lot of people, it's like start waving goodbye.
Yeah.
Have your handler say, "We're leaving now, bye," and just start walking away. And hopefully they won't follow you.
Yeah. It's just being polite and like giving the obvious gesture that you're like moving on, or like you just like need to do something else, and just, you know, but still remain in character.
If you see someone kind of giving you the weird look, like, "What the hell's this?" Don't approach them.
No.
Like, they obviously don't want to be approached. They're like a bit weirded out. That's fine. That's up to them. We haven't got to force this on anyone. We can see if someone's like smiling and waving at us, wave back. Offer them a hug. Don't run to them and give them a hug. Just kind of put your arms out and go, "Hey, you want a hug?" And they might go, "Yes."
Yeah.
If they go no, don't let them feel bad about it. You can be a bit sad.
Yeah.
You can cover your eyes with your ears. It's Kori's favourite move.
It's my only move.
You can kind of tell from the body language. Don't let yourself get too crazy into character with the public. Other fursuiters, they understand you. That's fine. Another big tip we can give you, and I believe you'd agree with me on this,
Yes.
is have a water bottle either on yourself via like a shoulder strap or with a handler. Have your water bottle with you.
Yes.
Okay. It also helps if you have a fursuit that can fit it in the mouth to drink, like this one.
Yes.
We can go.
Nom nom nom. Yes.
So
And it looks cute too.
it is very cute. People are like, "Oh, it's drinking water." It's like, yes, we
Yeah.
need water. We need water.
Yeah. With some other suits that have like closed mouths, or like their mouth is like only slightly bit open,
Or a moving jaw.
or moving jaw. Yes. Some can like fit a bottle in, which is very helpful for the suit just to drink. If not that, it's a straw, which
Yeah.
is like a real pain.
You need to get water. If you have to hide behind a wall with a handler, pop your head off and have a drink. Do it. The other thing is, when you're interacting with other fursuiters,
Yep.
my fursuit head is very soft and I can take a lot of punishment. Please don't hit me. No. A lot of resin-based heads are stiff, and if you hit them, they get it full to the face with probably a sharp corner of their resin inside their head.
Yep.
And they are very hurt. I've made that mistake a few times. Just playing around, you get a bit rough, and you go, "Oh yeah, push them away," and they're like, "Holy crap!" Like breaking my nose. So just be careful, especially if you have a solid resin-based head. Just try and let people know. Say, "Hey, don't be too rough." Any other tips you can kind of give? Or
I think one of the most other important tips is obviously wearing underarmour.
yes,
Is a big key in like fursuiting, because when I like first started fursuiting, obviously you're gonna like have this trial and error approach of like what to wear underneath your fursuit. Some people start off with obviously, you know, their clothing like cotton, like shirt and pants or whatever, and like yeah, sure, like maybe for a little bit it's okay, but if you start suiting a bit more, you're gonna obviously sweat, and these things are gonna soak up really quickly, and that's gonna be disgusting. So you come to like Under Armour, which is still, it doesn't like stop the sweat from getting into the suit sometimes, depending on how hard you work, but it does like disperse it and make it somewhat easier to actually suit. Also, plus with the balaclava, is also a big thing that most other suiters require as well. That keeps the sweat away from your face as well, and also from the head, which is the most delicate part of the suit as well.
Very much
that
so.
you want to keep as pristine as possible.
yes, and sweat does destroy things in time.
Yes.
Like fursuits do get replaced and repaired all the time.
Yep.
So take care of them. Another bad thing is when sweat drifts down your face into your eye. You can't rub it out.
The worst.
You double over in pain. It's I can't. It's
Yeah.
clawing your eyes out.
Yeah, that's a real bad. And then it starts to, you know, itch and everything. It's like, oh.
Yeah. So
It's the worst feeling.
you have no obligation to stay in a suit any longer than you have to. If something is wrong, get your handler. Get out of suit. You might be having fun, but your safety is your first priority. I know that every single person is different. Like thankfully we've got two loop suits here, so our experiences are very similar. My first experience I loved, even though I couldn't see and we had to make alterations to the eyes on that night. But it's all good memories. Like I said, I've had my tail pulled and ripped and broken, And that really sucked. It ruined my night, but I'm not going to make it stop me fursuiting. I mean, one person can't change my life.
Exactly.
But us fursuiters, we can change millions of other people's lives by giving them a smile, giving them a hug they might need. That's the opportunity we have. So we're going to go through the dot points of the really important things about fursuiting and as a new fursuiter. So we'll go one at a time. 1, carry water.
Yes. 2, wear Under Armour.
3, get a good handler who knows you very well and communicate with them, set up signals.
Yes. 4, keep yourself safe.
5, interact with the public, but keep an eye out for people who don't want it and don't pressure anyone into it. Let them come to you.
6, 6?
Yep.
We're up to 6.
Yeah, 6.
6, look out for what's around you, especially down around where you can't see. And
Speaking of which, we didn't cover this.
Yeah.
Vision in a fursuit head is terrible at the best of times.
Yeah, well, it depends on how it's designed.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Like
mine's like,
mine's brilliant.
Yes.
But I still can't see down.
No. Most of us can't see down.
Yeah, so your handler needs to be on the lookout for that as well. If there's a pole or a low-hanging chain or a fence or a kid, have your handler point them out, because you might walk past a kid who's like trying to wave at you and you don't see them. Point them out. So that's 6. Yeah, 6. Vision is a big thing.
Yes.
Work with your handler.
Yes.
And try and look around and take your surroundings. And lucky number 7, have fun. Okay?
Definitely.
First thing's a lot of fun, but like every other point, stay safe.
Yes.
But enjoy yourself. You've spent a lot of money on a fursuit.
Yep.
And enjoy it.
Yep, that's the most critical point, really. We all enjoy fursuiting. It's fun, fun, fun.
One last thing I want to cover, one last point I want to cover, is if you want to start fursuiting, but not sure about your character, what it's going to be like, etc. A lot of fursuit makers around, especially like Lazy Lou does it, a lot of others do it, is they make pre-made partials. So it's a head, hand paws, and a tail. And they're often designed by the fursuit maker themselves, and they'll sell them for a cheaper price than a normal suit. It's a good way to start your journey into the fursuit world. Alright, we better sign off. It's getting very dark, isn't it?
Yes, we've been chatting for some time now.
Yes.
Yes, but it was a good chat.
Well,
Covered a lot of good things.
alright, so thank you very much, Kori, for coming in.
Oh, my pleasure.
Need to do more videos with you,
Oh.
silly collie.
Oh,
Generally ones of me killing you, but we'll get there.
well, you'll be lucky.
Alright, thank you all for watching.
No worries. Bye-bye.
Bye.